Hey guys, we're soon going to talk about NXT. We got a lot of matches that are set up, good stuff going on with the upcoming weekend of Great American Bash, then later on Evolution. But let's talk more about it at the red carpet ring. You guys don't want to miss out on it.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey guys, we are here at the red carpet ring. We will talk about WWE NXT new matches announced. You guys get the lights as we come into the ring. We'll go over the review and everything else that went on for this week's NXT and what's upcoming and what should we expect later on. First off, we had a tag team match, 6-man tag. We had the high rise of Wes Lee and Tyson and Tyreek versus Joe Hendry and his tag team. It was okay tag team to start the show and everything. Trick Williams came out, but at the end of the day, it was Wes Lee and his team losing when Joe Hendry pinned Wes Lee. Not my favorite exact match on the card. I'm not the biggest fan of Joe Hendry, but I get it. It's the aura, it's the intro and everything else. But like I said, it was a good way to kick off the show. And Trick Williams on commentary, so that was entertaining as well. But let's move on to the next match on the card. Now, this was a segment, actually. This was Tony D'Angelo, the family, and Ruca. They talked. This was going on for weeks now, that ever since Stacks turned on, he turned on Tony D'Angelo, and then Ruca returns after having a meeting with Stacks. Tony D'Angelo still don't trust Ruca. He's questioned about his loyalty, and Ruca just laid it out for Tony. My loyalty's there. I dropped out of law school. I came to do the family, something I always wanted to do, and it just got heated. And Stacks came out. Now, when we saw Stacks come out, Tony D'Angelo told Stacks let him and Ruca talk. Then Ruca had enough. He just attacked Tony D'Angelo. Then Stacks thought he was on his side, and then Ruca attacked Stacks as well. So Ruca is just doing his own thing. He's tired of both of these men, so good for Ruca. Now, we had a tag team match here. We had ZaRuca of ZaRuca and ZARIA versus Izzi, Dame, and Tatum Paxley. Good jump start, a good jump start at the beginning. It looked like ZaRuca and ZARIA had it, but we saw miscommunication between ZARIA and ZaRuca. ZARIA accidentally speared ZaRuca as Tatum moved Izzi out the way. Izzi, Dame, and Tatum got the pinfall victory. And it looks like Tatum Paxley going to be the newest member of the Calling very, very soon. But let's get on to another part of the show. We had a #1 contendership match. We had, I cannot pronounce this man's name, the guy with Josh Briggs, the Asian guy, versus Jasper Troy. It looked like Jasper Troy had it, but the other guy, he just stepped up and he defeated him. And now he's going to challenge Obafemi at Great American Bash for the NXT Championship. So this is going to be interesting to see how this is going to go. But congratulations to him. He has been putting to work since coming from Japan. Now we have the final segment of the show. We have Jordynne Grace. We have her. We have Fatal Influence, JCJ, the NXT Women's Champion. Now, as it looked like that Fatal Influence is going to have the 301 attack on Jordynne Grace, Blake Monroe comes down for the save. She was attacked last week by Fatal Influence as well. And Jordynne Grace get her lick back on Fatal Influence as well. So I know that Ava came in, stepped in, and said, you know what, she's tired of the women attacking each other. So at Great American Bash, it's going to be a tag team match. It's going to be Jordynne Grace and Blake Monroe versus Fatal Influence, which will more likely be, I want to say, Fallon, Henley, and JC Jane, or whoever 3 women they pick. But they're going to have a match at Great American Bash. Don't know if it's going to be main event or what, but I do know that the match is official. They're going to have these women go at it. I would say it's going to be JC and Fallon more likely versus Blake and Jordynne. So this will be a good match leading up to Evolution, which will be Jordynne Grace challenging JCJ for the NXT Women's Championship. So this is double duty for Jordynne Grace and JCJ. Because remember, they have their match literally the day after this. They're going to have their one-on-one match for that championship. And again, I will talk about the review of this match, and I will talk about a prediction as well. But let's go over the key moments that happened on this week's NXT, things that's going to happen or soon to happen or may not happen for that matter. But it's definitely a lot of stories going on in NXT. Can't ignore that. But let's get on to what's the first story that I've noticed stuff that happened this week on this episode. Now, one key moment we're going to talk about the team of Blake Monroe and Jordynne Grace. Now, we know these two women have a common enemy in JCJ and the Wrestle Fatal Influence. We know that they're going to have the match at Great American Bash. But at some given point, expect these two to feud over the NXT Women's Championship because that's what they both want. And I do see Jordynne Grace eventually becoming the NXT Women's Champion. And Blake Monroe will probably be the biggest challenge of Jordynne Grace down the line when it comes to that title. Now, let's talk about this one here. Now, Obafemi defending the NXT Championship at Great American Bash. I think Oba always puts out great matches, but I think this will be one of Oba's biggest challenges maybe because this guy's good in the ring. He's solid. I like him. He's not bad, but he's not beating Oba, though. But let's go over another part of the match. Part of the key moment. Now, we got Tatum Paxley. She's linked up with the Culling. She's going to be easy. As you can see, she's being easily manipulated by Izzi Dame. She's going to be the fourth member since what's his name? Since they kicked that other guy out. Forgot his name. But anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. Brooks Jensen. But I see that this is going to be a good story here. Now, let's go to Trick Williams. Trick Williams is still the TNA World Champion. He still is on both shows. But he's going to have a lot on his plate when it comes to the upcoming, not Great American Bash so much, but TNA Slammiversaries, which will be July 20th. So Trick may lose that title. I'm just saying, because he's defending not just against one man, two men. It is Trick Williams versus Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. One of these men of TNA roster, that is going to walk out the title. It'll be hard for Trick to come out, but Trick could get some help. He could take advantage of something. He may sneak out the title, but we got to see how that's going to go. But it's going to be very interesting. And also, not just that, at Slammiversary going on, TNA Knockout Women's Champion Masha Slamovich, she's going to face, it's going to be a title versus title match that was just announced. Now, either Jordan or JC, who wins the Evolution, they're going to fight her, Masha, for title versus title. So this is going to be interesting. And the odds don't look good for JCJ right now. It don't look good, but we're going to see what happens at Evolution. The story just keep getting better and better. Now, my review of this week's NXT episode, I would have to give it a 4 out of 5. Some stuff I did not like, but overall the show's still good. Surprisingly, they said that this week's NXT, the ratings was one of the lowest ratings all year. But it's a lot of stuff going on. But other than that, though, guys, that's all pretty much I have for this week's NXT. We're talking about WWE NXT new matches announced. We got Great American Bash, we got Evolution, and we also got TNA Slammiversary. So it's a lot of stuff that NXT is involved in, the men's and women's division. You guys let me know what you think of the show. Check out the link below to the video for Red Carpet Ring. Until then, guys, you already know what it is. It's OUT.